Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this Plans Advisory Committee B, Hartlepool Town Council, Tuesday, 22nd of September, so 22nd of January 2019. Wishing my life. Good evening and welcome. Right, just going down the list. Apologies for absence. None at all. Good. Declarations of interest. No. Good. Thank you very much. Right. Are you all happy? I'm sure you've all studied greatly the minutes of the last meeting. Yes. On the 11th of December. Fine. And I don't think there's anything too dramatic to report. Right, do we have any public questions in accordance with our standing orders? No? No member of the public here either? Good. Letters of objection. We've got one which is included with your agenda regarding 49 Cold Harbour Lane. When we come to that one, I think for the first one on our agenda, we'll go through that in that respect. Right, if you're all happy with that then, we'll go on to our agenda. So page 11 to start off with. Right, the first one is 5/2018 3235. This is variation of condition 2. We don't need to do that, so we don't need to comment required by the committee. Nobody wants to add anything to what we've done? No. Right. Second one down is 5/2018 3254. This is an outline application, all matters reserved, for construction of a detached two-bedroom dwelling at 49 Cold Harbour Lane. Right, it has a history with it. It's already been submitted once. It was, I think, refused by the District Council, Planning Department. Yep. New submission is now before us, and it's one that we need to make a decision to our views on this evening.
And Chair, it has actually been called in if the council called objective grant. Yeah.
Oh, that's been called in.
But Council Hall.
So who called it in?
Council Hall.
Okay, right. So I can't get involved in having too long a discussion on this, as it's coming to.
It's been called in, so.
Yeah, so I mean, the only comment I would make on this, and no concerns being raised by a neighbour regarding a tree in the garden. The tree has a TPO on it, so no future occupier of the planned new house, dwelling I should say, can touch the tree without permission. So any concern there, really, it's protected by the TPO rules and law.
Okay, I've got two.
Right.
I was to say two things. One, and it's unresolved, there are issues with public sewers, which I think I'm calling to refer to, which are the proximity and on the land, and very unusually the water company has actually made comments.
Right.
The second one was planning issues. They've obviously been looking at whether, as well as a new application, it's a very, very small plot. And I just think it's too small to take a development just over. I just think it's I don't think, if given the constraints of the plot, I don't think the previous reasons for refusal have been fully addressed.
Fine.
Okay, I fully concur with that. In visiting the place, there's quite a large downward slope here, and I think the dwelling there will really dominate the houses that it comes in. I just think that it's a complete and utter loss of privacy for people who live in the houses. So if we were voting on, whether to allow it or not, I would refuse it.
Yeah, so
Similarly,
I would recommend refusal based on the fact that previous reasons for refusal have not been addressed.
Is that a view of the whole committee?
so we're going to vote, and that's that. Right, the whole committee has thought that previous reasons for refusal have not been addressed, so we would recommend it is refused. I will say, for the benefit of the cameras, we sit here as an advisory capacity. We have no power. The ultimate decision is taken by the district council. If the application is called in, which I understand this one has been, it comes to Plans North at the district council and is discussed by a committee. After then, if it still is refused and the applicant has to take it to the final application, he can take it to the planning inspector in Bristol, and that their decision is final. Okay, so well done, thank you very much on that one. Right, turn the page. 5/2018-3248, the certificate of lawfulness. Again, we don't normally comment on that, so unless somebody wants to raise something, nothing to worry about that. Right, next one, 5/2018-3236, part single, part 2-storey rear and single-storey front extension with front canopy, 58 Townsend Lane. Has anybody got any comments they want to make on it? No,
No,
there were no objections from neighbours.
No,
Big plot.
Yeah.
No.
It's big site.
Yep. Next one, 5/2018-3187. It's a variation of conditions to the plans at 45 Barlings Road. We don't normally get involved in this, and unless anybody's got anything particular they want to raise, we don't need to. It's only adding roof lights.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, no one's objected. Right, next one, 5/2018-3272, construction of replacement dwelling and associated works. Again, it's got planning permission, it's just been amended already, so we don't need to discuss it unless anybody wants to raise anything. Good. Right, next one, 5/2018-3306, demolition of existing dwelling and construction of 3 detached dwellings with garages, new vehicle access and associated parking and landscaping at 3 South Home, Redbourne Lane, Hatching Green, Fridolfis. Right, so
It's a very big site.
it is.
I didn't have any objection to it.
No.
It's big site. I thought the houses.
I think it's been
The designs I thought
tastefully
were, yes,
Yeah.
designs were well in keeping
as
with
well
what
as the
the sort of a
built
dwelling
West
I would
Common.
expect on West Common.
They are.
Yeah. I thought they looked fine. I didn't have any issues with them.
I mean, no one's objected
No.
as far as I'm seeing.
It's just about the largest plot there, isn't it?
Yes. A huge plot, yes. And they were high quality design in keeping with the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have put no objection on my note. There are some trees at the front of the site and at the rear for providing screening to the golf course along the side boundary, and I've just added a proviso that the trees are green over protection area.
Happily add that in.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah.
The trees would protect, yes.
Yeah.
Just to prove we did look at it.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Yes, I thought it was rather nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like seeing any old house demolished.
No, in a way,
this
yes,
case,
but in this case,
it's
for what's
the
replacing it is very in keeping, and yes,
Yeah, and it's increasing capacity in town, so.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
next one, 5/2018-3215, this is discharge of conditions for the building in Arden Grove, but nothing to discuss there really, unless anybody wants to raise anything. Next one, 5/2018-3218, replacement of block paving. Again, with no need for us to discuss it.
No.
It doesn't really go unless anybody wants to raise anything.
Yeah.
Next one, 5/2018-3259, single-storey rear extension, hip to gable roof extension and insertion of roof lights, 32 Fairmead Avenue. Again, I can't see anything, no neighbours objected. It's not, nobody want to raise anything? Okay. Right, 5/2018-3147, construction of one 5-bedroom detached dwelling at land on the east side of 21 Grasmere
That
Avenue.
land's been empty for over 20 years.
I think something
It's funny that there's no history.
my own
I think there
thoughts
was, no, there was, because there were two houses there, and I think the land possibly got split. For some reason, I'm not quite sure why, I know one of the houses objected, but that site there, and whether there was some financial issues with the building, I don't know, but that site has been empty for at least 20 years. About 20, I think it is about 20 years.
It's
Yeah,
funny that some pieces of land like that end up getting designated as green belt because you've been so.
I mean, my own thoughts, and I'll just quickly say, is that 5 bedrooms, we need a minimum of three parking spaces. They have allocated 2 at the front, but they are saying the garage. I have measured the garage as best I can do, going on my plans. I'm looking on a little computer. The minimum size to get a car in the garage is 2.9 metres,
yes.
according to the Building Research Council. This, as far as I can tell, doesn't reach that.
So is it
So
going to
I'm
be-
of great concern.
Yes, so it's going to be a garage that's
Yes,
inverted commas.
and
Well,
I know we haven't got our neighbourhood planning yet,
no,
but on the other hand, I think I hate approving something which immediately is going to cause a problem with neighbours for parking. There is only actually 2 parking spaces.
So, are you suggesting then that we should...
Well, and I would ask that
I think it,
the garage needs properly measuring so it can be counted as a garage. Their submission says, oh, we've included the garage, so that's one of the parking spaces.
I mean, I would I think partly loath just to say refuse, because I think there's no other grounds to refuse it, and I'm not sure what the planning...
But lack of parking spaces,
Yes, but...
lack of
yes,
parking spaces, if the garage cannot be used
yes.
as one of
I
them.
mean, we can...
I think we express concern about that. I wouldn't go as far as to.
Well, raise concern that
Yes.
um,
The integral garage, or whatever it is, it's integral, or...
Yes.
The garage
must be large enough to
does not appear to meet...
to be used for, you know, otherwise it gets turned into a playroom
Yes.
and they have to park on the road.
Because what was the minimum size you said this?
2.9 metres.
Is that ours or the no, it's the building.
That's the building research.
So I would put in words to say that it would not appear that the garage meets
Building research establishment,
BRE
requirements, that a garage to hold,
to contain a car.
a garage to garage a car,
Yes.
has to be a minimum of 2.9
And it would not
2.9
appear,
metres or 9 foot 6 inches
yes.
to enable the doors to open together.
And it would not appear from the plan that
It
the
does not
garage
appear
meets
to
that
meet
size
that
criteria.
Can we just...
Yes.
It's 2.9 metres or 9 foot 6.
I'll just say a few words.
No, please,
Apart from the parking, because I was worried about 5 bedrooms. I thought all the houses down there are quite individual, and they're all on very large plots. Because at first I thought it was shoehorned in, but when I went and looked at the plot, I thought, blimey, it's big.
It's a big plot.
So apart from that, I thought that the actual building looked okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that.
Is it not?
It doesn't say minimum. Because cars in those years, and that was done,
You can see
Yeah.
it says the number of spaces. It
Yeah, it
doesn't
says parking spaces, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Commercial,
No, it doesn't actually say
garage.
the width of the garage.
Yeah.
But width of the garage is now becoming quite contentious.
Yeah, I understand.
So in the neighbourhood plan, and indeed the district plan, it says quite clearly that it must be fit for purpose.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
quite clear now, so
Yeah.
that will
Yeah.
enforce
Yeah.
Yeah.
a garage will have to be at a suitable
Yeah.
size.
Yeah.
And to say that
Yeah.
it'll hold a smart car does not go.
I agree. If you're going to build something new, it's got to meet.
Yeah. And people would have sorted in their garage on top of the car anyway, so.
Yeah. Are we all happy with
Yes.
saying that? So what we were saying was, we've raised concern, the integral garage does not appear, to meet the parking standards, BRE requirement, minimum width of 2.9 metres. So, I mean, I've only measured it, they're saying their scale is 1 to 1.2, they don't put them actual width
No.
on.
No.
I can be proved wrong.
So we can just, but if we say it's here,
Does not
Yeah.
say,
I would like to raise it, because if there is only
I
2
agree.
parking spaces, we're creating a problem for the neighbours already.
Yeah.
As I said, they're all big plots down there, and it would be
Because-
a shame to...
that one of the, I think one of the reasons that's like that it was so long as it may have changed hands is because it's one of the houses next door for years objected to any development going on in that front.
Okay, so but I don't actually know, I couldn't find any objections on the internet.
It is a big plot.
It is.
So that anybody would
Something's
know.
going to be built there,
Yes.
but I'm happy to have something there.
Yes.
And I just think that
It's just-
if
Yes. It just must be almost unique in Holland to have had a plot of land for building has
I know.
been boarded. It's been gated up and boarded up for since I've lived here for 20 years.
Really? Right, so
Yeah.
not something I actually knew of, so...
Garages on the plot.
Yes.
Right, moving forward, 5/2018 3305, change of use from Class B1 business, these officers, to sui generis, a beauty clinic, Wesley House, Cold Harbour Lane. Well, say no more. I don't know what it's going to be, because it's owned by Steve Leslie Smith, who obviously owns the Christmas tree farm.
I've got no idea.
That's who it is,
Yeah.
Wesley House. He owns that building, so
Okay.
I didn't know. But anyway, that's just irrelevant. But again, we don't need to discuss the change of use.
No, I mean that's
It's right. Go to the page. 5/2018 3310, certificate of lawfulness. Again, nothing to worry about. We don't normally get involved in that. Single story rear extension. Nothing to worry about. Right, next one, 5/2018 3342. Single story front extension, partial garage conversion to habitable accommodation, raising of the ridge height and roof extension to create first floor accommodation with front and rear roof lights.
there is an objection on the website.
2,
Two objections.
Yeah.
Yes.
both from Sibley Avenue.
Yes, both. Yeah, you can say they're both.
Yeah.
Yes, I know because I've had to
That's
drive
fine,
around there today. Looked at, I was to say they must be both from Sibley Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too big, too high.
Yes.
That's only
Yes,
words
that's
I'm going
fine.
to use.
And I
But
can-
I'm relying
Yes.
on my
Well,
expert.
and I can
Yeah.
see where the objections are coming from because they,
The land.
if you drive, because it's on a corner, it's at a right angle. So they're right. It really is affecting their amenity. It really will affect
Yeah.
amenity.
Yeah, the thing I was going to say was viewing this, that it's this property here, which is
Yes,
the biggest
that's right.
Yeah.
from
Yes,
Yeah.
number 16.
yes, because it is on the corner. It is at a
Yeah.
right angle.
I mean, I'm sure
Yes.
quite sorry for them.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think it's just too big.
Yes.
I think you could make it into a dormer bungalow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Slightly.
yes, you could, yes, because it's
So
actually
huge
quite a big,
width.
it's
It's a
a very
long one.
wide
Yeah.
top. The issue is it's the height
Yeah.
and the effect it will have, because it's at right angles
Yeah.
to the adjacent property, it will,
And they've only got a little back garden.
and the little bit of
Yeah,
that garden,
I mean,
it will
the
affect
whole
their,
thing will be
Yes.
lost in shade.
yes,
No, I completely agree. I think we need to recommend
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recommend refusing. I mean, I don't know how far you've got.
Well, I'd put
I know you've got
express
concern.
concern with regard to the proposed extension.
I haven't worked out the height. I
Regarding
walked up the road.
I think though,
I hadn't
I'm
worked
about
out
round.
the height, but I just looked at it and thought,
It's
it was just,
not nice.
I drove around today and thought, yes, no wonder.
It's just been sold. It's just
Yes.
been
yeah.
their new owners.
Yes.
The previous lady died last
Yeah.
year. But no, it's
So I just put with regard to the proposed extension, extension to the height of the roof, which may cause a detrimental impact in terms of loss of light privacy to number 16.
yeah. I would recommend
Yeah.
Recommend refusal.
Yeah.
recommend refusal. Yeah.
well, it's a severe effect on number 16.
Yes, because if you have that height, it's inevitable, you cannot have that height and not adversely affect
No.
Yes,
the
that's right.
adjacent property
Yeah.
because of the way the road is configured on the corner there.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Are we all, so we didn't
Yeah.
vote on that, we're all similar thoughts, aren't we? Yes, indeed. Right, moving forward,
Georgie.
Oh, sorry.
so, yes. Right, 5/2018, 3308, discharge of conditions drainage statement. We don't get involved in this at the Old Cock Inn. I see they've actually started work at the Old Cock Inn, they've got scaffolding around it. So they've, no doubt the,
Yes.
what's it called, protection people are in watching, because it's a listed building, so no doubt they're watching every inch of what they do there. But we don't need to get involved in that. If you're all happy with that.
Yep.
Next one, 5/2018, 3337, two-storey side extension with roof lights, integral garage following demolition of existing detached garage and side structure, single-storey rear extension with lantern light, alterations to openings, 3 Salisbury Avenue. Right, up to you.
Okay, well, I've been down here and it's quite interesting because this outline of what it is now,
Yes.
there are actually 3 of them, just like that.
Right.
But I don't think this would destroy the street scene because they're all very individual.
Yes, they
all
are.
those houses around
Yeah.
Salisbury.
And
also
variety of sizes.
That's right, variety of sizes, and I think that there's no one, well, it's got screened by huge trees. I don't see any loss of images of people in
No,
front
I
or
don't.
at the back.
I didn't have any issues with it, and it's a big, again, it's a big,
Yeah.
it's a big plot again.
And there's lots of parking, I think, out the
Yeah.
front.
Yes,
Very
yes, it has, yes, it has.
Yeah.
And I think
it's
it's,
plot.
what they've done as well is like actually quite
It's well in keeping, yes.
Yeah,
They've looked to extend it very sympathetically.
yeah, and five goes right up to the boundary
Yes.
anyway. So
Yes.
I think I don't.
I didn't have any I didn't see any ground, I thought that's fine. That's a
Yes.
huge plot.
It's a huge plot. It's not
And it's not, it's not out of keeping with
Well, we could say subject to no loss of a
Yeah.
visiting
You could
neighbour,
say, yes,
just in case the neighbour said we
Yes, you're
didn't.
right, yeah, that's true.
So if we said
No objection.
no objection, subject
Subject
to
to.
no loss of amenities to the immediate neighbour.
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah,
that's fine.
I
Yes.
agree.
yes.
No, because we don't, I don't know whether the trees have got TPOs on them. If they did cut them down, it would make it very close to the neighbour
Well,
with
that's
no
true.
screening.
That's true.
So we could even put in, if you wanted to, we would like the trees protected. Or I mean, I don't know.
That's a very good idea because it would
Change it to
screen.
Retain existing trees.
Yes.
Well, for screening.
Yes.
I think
Are we all happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, all through. So just something to add to it,
Yeah.
to prove that we did.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
looking at it, didn't look as if it was.
I couldn't see any fault. Sorry, it was so slow on the website, I couldn't.
Well,
I couldn't
true.
read the report. Just,
No, there wasn't, I don't think, what I remember.
no.
But I didn't literally look at, yes, I'll just put that in and then I
Yeah.
covered it.
Yes.
But again, I thought it was
It doesn't mention
good design.
trees in the application, so
No, I thought it was good quality design.
we're all happy with that?
Yes.
Right, next one, 2018 3343, Maria Conservatory, 25A Bowers Way.
Yep.
We don't normally get involved in discussing that, but nobody's raised
No.
a comment about it? No? Good. And last but not least, 2018 3363, discharge of condition 3, it's nothing really to worry about. This is against Jarvis Development, Hollybush Lane. They've already started developing it, so I don't know what external materials they want the district to look at. So we don't need to make a comment.
Yep.
Good. Right, that's the agenda at the beginning. Letter of objection, we've read that, we've considered it, we've done it, we've gone through that. No appeals have been received. No prior notifications have been received. We've done the list of decisions we've got here. Applications for tree works we don't need to worry about. And the date of the next meeting. Plans North meeting will be held on Monday the 4th of February. Planning Advisory Committee A will be held on Tuesday the 12th of February. Committee A, that's for the town. It's the Planning Advisory and planning. So, that's fine. And if I can close the meeting at 19:55.